Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Shelter 2 The Perfect Start Series, Episode 8. Okay, here we are back in our shelter. We're going to do quite a few different tasks today, including getting the third wind vane outside the shelter for electrical generation to reduce even further our requirement for fuel. So at the moment Alistair is reading, so he's getting some experience points. In fact, he now has ranked up convincing. Oh no, Janet has ranked up her convincing voice, which it further increases the chances of getting a trader to come when you use the intercom, the radio. So broadcasting out into the wasteland, the chances of you now getting that person to respond and visit your shelter for trade is more likely. Okay, we need to enable the generator maybe at some point, check the batteries of course, see how your charge is doing, and preserve fuel, because wind is free. Okay, Janet's nearly there, so she's broadcasting away. So hopefully with that increase in the convincing voice, which is a general shelter skill rather than an individual skill, we will see a trader going, oh yes, I will come and have a look. We'll repair the stuff that needs repairing. We've got 112 out of 160 water, so we're doing well. We'll get that table cleaned and repaired. That needs repairing as well. A box isn't going to need repairing, is it? Okay, how's that doing? 94 out of 100, not too bad. 33 out of 33, 26 out of 26, and 22 out of 27. So all not too bad. That's at full health as well, and that's only one under full health. Storage, not too bad either, but we are getting close to being full. Right, we've searched the location, so let's see what we've got. Oh, there's some food there, lovely. What else are we going to take? Right, well, let's take the wood. Should we take the limestone? No, let's take the paint cans. Obviously you want to save those up for when you're able to paint your shelter once you've got plastered walls, which is way down the line because we're currently in a dirt shelter. So that's it. We're at 188 out of 220, so we've got a bit more capacity. So let's take the paint. So we're at 208 out of 220 max weight. They've got a fair old way to get back to the shelter. But we'll leave them to it. Okay, the broadcast yielded no results. For the love of goodness gracious me, we still haven't attracted a trader. Okay, he's got a few tasks lined up for when he wakes up. That's it. As soon as you wake up, mate, you've got some jobs to do, including going to the toilet and taking a shower. Okay, Janet's going to go around repairing things. We'll speed things up, and what we'll also do is skip forwards as well. Okay. So, yep, you go and do your repair tasks, everything else. Hit play and skip forwards. Okay, let's do some skills. Okay, so we've got no skill points there, but we have got charisma. Can't do tier 2 yet, so what do we have? Right, production manager. Generate 10% extra resources when generating resources at a place where you do it. Yes, let's do that. And that's now unlocked to tier 2, so mission of mercy, passive skill. Placebo effect, not too bad. Marching songs, increased travel speed, sow descent. So if you encounter a faction, you'll be able to get them to start with 10% less health. Confuse opponent, intimidation tactics, again, utility skill. Then tier 3, we've got silver tongue. Gather intel. Takes 12 game hours. Wow. Rallying, so provides passive +1 and +1, and keep them talking. When encountering a hostile group in the middle of a tile, the character can delay combat so that any characters searching are able to come back to the center of the tile and join the fight. So you can see some of the mechanics that are going to be in play and also potentially will change on release. Seeing Oz on the Sheltered Reddit, if you go and visit there, if you're not currently subscribed to it, the developers of the game, oh, we've got a guy, have been commenting in there. So we've got a trader. Oh, potatoes. We've got potatoes. Oh, lovely. 4 potatoes. Yep, we'll take all those potatoes. And, of course, everything else that is worth little, because we might as well take it. Tier 1 bandages, maybe not. Let's take the animal fat. The seeds, yeah, they're always worth having, although of course they're only tier 1. But still, not too bad. Carrot seeds as well. Yeah, we can take those. We're up to 28 value, 30 value. Is there anything else there that we want? Or we could just do a straight up for 30. See what we've got to trade. Scroll through all your items. So go back up and have a look. We've got one tier 3 circuit board left. We've got some cement. The tier 3 light bulbs, trade value 30. There we go. Well, 33 because we've increased that skill. Worth 30, but you can get 33 for it because you're a skilled negotiator. Okay, so that trade has been completed. We now have some, of course, potatoes to cook, so that's great. Some baked potatoes, always good for sustenance. Nice and simple, whack it in the oven, low heat for a couple of hours, and you've got a wonderful baked potato. But for some reason you do one at a time instead of throwing all 4 in the oven. Even though you don't have an oven, it's a camping stove, so how you make baked potatoes with that is not entirely clear. Let's do some recycling. So recycle the clothes, the frying pans, the old smash microwave, a laptop, games console. There we go. So we're going to get quite a few batteries, some circuit boards, some light bulbs, some leather, lots of scrap metal and other bits and pieces. So recycling is always good from all that junk that you bring back from the wasteland. So the other thing we have to do, of course, is get all the ingredients that we need for that third wind turbine. Oh, it's raining outside, so that means our water will start going back up again. Looks like normal rain. Let's have a look. Tier 3, what have we got? So I could do a plastered room if I wanted to. We've got enough resources to do it. I'm not going to do it right now because, of course, all of this series is focusing on the actual getting your start done and everything else within the game. So we could also build a solid room as well over and above the basic dirt room. We could do with making some more cement as well, so I might as well get those queued up and confirm. There we go. Okay, and what we'll do is, rather than letting it rain, letting them work out and seeing it all fall, we'll skip forward. So off we go, skipping forward. So that's it. She's done her workout and she's now repairing the punching bag, which means we now have another strength skill point to use. So we can use some of the tier 2. So kick, an attack which targets either arms or legs, dealing 200% base damage. Mountain climber, when travelling over mountain tiles alone or with other characters with this skill, will not suffer any movement penalties. Shoulder barge costs 6 stamina and is an attack skill. So the question is, what do we go with? Headbutt, another attack skill, so 100% chance to daze the target and deals 200% base damage with a stamina cost of 6. Set bone, can attempt to cure a broken limb, has a 25% chance of success. Stamina cost is 4. So again, this is always down to personal choice. You choose the skill that you want, purchase it, and as you can see, as you level up your characters over time, they get more and more and more skills. You've got that backpack weight training, of course, so you can increase the capacity by 10 pounds of weight by adding that skill. We haven't got any other skill points to use. Fortitude, only got 3 skill points at the moment, but you can see you've got fast healer, tireless engineering, home turf advantage. So that's for fighting inside the shelter. Unarmed specialization, so attacks deal 20% more damage. Extract poison if you get bitten by a snake, I guess. Valiant. Hardened skin, reduce the amount of damage. Blood transfusion, give 25% of your health to another party member. Shared healing, when this character heals another character, they also replenish their own health. Working long hours, they will not pass out. Strong heart, so we'll lose the weak hearts much quicker. Daze immunity. Warm-blooded, can resist the cold by 1 degree extra before taking damage. Anything else? Rage attack. Ooh, interesting. Final counter down. If this character is about to take a hit which would put them on 0 health, they perform an attack. They lose the bleeding status effect and their health goes to 1. That's not too bad. So determined to win. Hardy. If this character take a hit, so patch yourself up. Character heals 5% of their maximum health at the end of combat. So there's lots of different skills in this game in comparison to the original Sheltered, and you can do a lot of mix and matching as you skill up your characters. And I think that's something that you'll develop and decide on your own as you play the game. But again, I will show you as much as I can during the series, and obviously my choices and what I decide to do, and everything else. So that cement, I think, actually got cancelled because we only have 3 apparently, and all the resources vanished. Oh, that's helpful. Oh well, we're now low on the resources to make the cement, and she was supposed to have made 5, but it hasn't apparently happened. That won't happen when the game is released, of course. That was an issue I encountered. Okay, looking through what we've currently got, we're at 1,073 out of 2,250, so we've got loads of spare weight. I was just looking for the cement, it was like, where's it gone? But yeah, it disappeared, unfortunately. But that's why I was doing playtest, and this is playtest footage. All of this will be sorted out, and the game is going to be epic when it comes out in, let me have a look, 6 days. Only 6 days to go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Shelter 2 will be available for access on the Steam store. Can't wait, to be honest. I'm really looking forward to getting more footage. I've actually got quite a bit more playtest footage as well. And what I may do is finish out the playtest footage and reboot the Perfect Start series, because potentially there are going to be changes to the game. As I said, there were combat balances that needed to be done, because people have said they wanted to see combat. It was pointless. You were so overmatched and overpowered, it's just insta-death. You couldn't really demonstrate the combat mechanic because you had like level 3 people, level 5, level 6, even up to like level 10. But you were still coming across level 18, level 19 and level 20 skills. So you'd have enough stamina to do like 1 or 2 things, and then you just get battered to death by whoever you went against. And that's not really worth showing because it's so out of balance and needed rebalancing. So we're doing a bit more recycling, always worth doing. So we're going to get some minerals, some glass there and some wood. Always handy. Because we need to get that 3rd wind turbine built. As I was saying, we want to reduce our reliance on the gas or diesel, whatever fuel generator that is. I'm presuming it's a petrol generator. So the garage, that is where you get vehicles. Actually, that's worth pointing out because people have asked this as well. So if you get all the stuff that you need for that garage and put it into your shelter, that's when you can use motorbikes, cars, all the different types of vehicles that you will come across in the game. And of course, if that then makes transport around the map a lot easier, but it also divides your fuel, I would imagine. I can't confirm that for 100% certain, but then that's your reliance on wind power to charge your battery, so you're less dependent on fuel, so that you can then potentially use fuel for any vehicles that you're using. That I cannot confirm though. But I will once the game comes out and I play through that, because all my saves should still be relative, and I should be able to continue from where I left off. Do we want to make potato soup? No, we don't. We want to make baked potatoes, my dear friend. Baked potatoes, what are you doing? I'm talking to myself, of course. Get those baked potatoes cooked. That's it, Janet. Off you go. Stick them in the oven that isn't there. Put them on a camping stove and somehow bake them. We're running fairly low on food as well, you'll notice. So we have 17 meals left. We'll then have the 4 baked potatoes. So up there, they're planting seeds, and we're going to grow some more broccoli and repair everything at the top. But let's skip forwards. Okay, we now have enough resources to be able to build the 3rd wind turbine. You saw the tick there. Just having a look at different bits and pieces. So medical cabinet, military storage, convection heaters. You've then got a big massive wall mounted fan. You've got the lightning conductor. So a jail cell as well. So I'm guessing you can capture people. Security cameras for outside. But here we go. So 3rd wind turbine, we've got enough resources. Let's get it built, he says, as he hovers the mouse over it and takes a long time to click and then decides not to. Ah yes, of course, that's because we need to do some more skill training and then build the 3rd wind turbine. Okay, so George is heading back into the shelter. Janet is fast asleep. Okay, yep, get the fuel in the Jenny. So we've got 11 fuel, so that's going to go down to 10. Oh, and our guys are coming back from their quest. So what we'll do is we'll take all of their stuff. We'll get that bag repaired, maybe. No, it's still green. You're better off getting it down to the very last red before it breaks. If you can, then repair it. Right, our guys should be coming back into the shelter. Here they come. Okay, let's just take everything that they've got and then get that third wind turbine built. Okay, so take all. There we go, take all. Wasn't a lot that we got from that expedition, but still, all good. We've taken the medical, we've taken the food, we've taken the stuff for storage. We've now got 23 meals, so not too bad. Confirm. Oh, broken equipment. So the binoculars need repairing again. As you'll see, I repaired them in one of the previous videos. Right, let's skip forwards because obviously they needed all their stats bringing down, food, sleep, hygiene, everything else. So we've got all that done. We've got an intelligence point here. So what are we going to do? We've got emergency tourniquet, focused. We've got distraction tactics. So an extra 10% chance of escaping from combat, which is worth having. We'll have to see how the rebalance works. But thick-skinned, there we go. Let's do that one for now. Okay, use the toilet mate there because you need to go. So there we go, your hygiene's increased a bit, but not quite at 50%. Janet is broadcasting again, 78% grown, so they're doing not too bad. Right, how's that? That's 19 out of 24, so let's get the battery bank repaired again. Ding dong, there we go, nice and quick to repair. You'll see the repair speeds now are much quicker as well because we're slowly skilling up. But let's get the third wind turbine in. Where are we going to put it? I think to the left of the existing two. Yeah, that'll do. That looks like a good spot. There we go. And off George will go to get that constructed. And then we should be nearly power dependent from the generator, which is pretty cool. Well, unless, of course, you get a day with no wind. And then as long as you've still got fuel, you can turn your generator back on. Any capacity not used will be stored in the batteries. Then when the wind starts back up again, you can disable the generator again. Everyone needs to eat, of course, so we're bringing down the meals that are available for consumption. So whenever you have cooked stuff, use that first, because of course it goes off. Whereas the canned goods are, well, as we know in real life, canned goods last forever. Okay, speed up time, he is constructing, and there we go. We now have another, and it's already generating electricity, so we're getting 1.3 kilowatt hours from 3, so that is 3.9 kilowatt hours of electricity being generated from our 3 wind turbines, which is a decent amount of electricity, to be honest. So get those repaired as well. There we go. I thought somebody was coming to the door then. Obviously not. Okay, everyone get their tasks done. There we go. And, yep, there we go. There's the person. I thought there was someone coming. Okay, is it a trader? Is it actually a trader for once? Let's have a look. Oh, it is. It's a trader. Woo! We get loads of cool stuff. Right, we'll take everything that's cheap. There we go. All of the broken toys, all of the broken laptops, ruined clothes, glass. Yeah, we'll take that as well. Yeah, we'll take those. Let's have a look at the price. Yeah, we'll take all that scrap. That's scrap. How much is the soap? 15. Trade value of 15. Yeah, we'll take it. Trade value of 15 for the sand as well. Of course, the thing is we lost a load, so yeah, it's debatable. Coal, again, we haven't really built that up. That's more scrap, so we can take that. That's not worth a lot. The valve is worth 36, but it's a tier 3, so we'll take it. Okay, anything else there worth taking? Right, so we've got 105 value that we need to trade. Let's see what we've got that's worth that. I thought we had a spare pistol or something lying around. What have we got to trade? Therein lies the question. So we've got a circuit board. We've only got one left, but at least it's worth 88. And that's that flashbang proximity blueprint that we haven't used yet. So we've got to find some other stuff. So those light bulbs are worth 30, so we're 121. So let's see what else we can take. Okay, we can take all the nails. Yeah, we're up to 111. That's worth 30. Oh, that's only worth 3. So that's going to bring us up to 114. We've got to find something that's closer to value. Okay, so the sand, the coal's worth 30. Limestone's worth 7.5. Might be a bit of a risk. 126 versus 121. 119.25. Again 126. Only a 77% chance of a trade. So now let's get rid of it and just, there we go. Okay, trade complete. We've got a load of new stuff for the shelter. And I think that's it for this video for part 8. Episode 8. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Know-It-All Gaming. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and drop any questions down below that you'd like answering, and I will always do my best to answer, or just reply to you in general. But until next time, see you then.